$100 million budget film and film it with next to nothing as far as the budget goes. If you enjoy movies and superhero movies at that, you're gonna want to stick around for this one. We got some news. We have been talking a lot about making a movie we have been working on for a very long time. Did some clips on the YouTube channel where we hinted at what kind of film it would be. Right now we are in the finishing touches of the script. We have begun casting. What else have we been doing?
We were about to start training.
Today we actually had a meeting with one of the trainers, or at least one of the people that I reached out to kind of begin training us, or training Jay for his lead role in the movie. Plans change, but that's not to say that we're not going to do that. What is the movie? What is it about without giving too much information on the movie?
It's a teen superhero movie with a lot of character development. Has a lot of story behind it, so there's a lot of interesting stuff that you're gonna see, some things you might not expect to see, so I mean, stay tuned for that.
What was the spark of this film? Like, what started this whole thing off?
So back in like 2017, I think,
or probably way before that, but 2017 is when we actually started the planning.
Well, what sparked it was I was really into baseball, and I wanted to create a superhero based off of that sport because I just really enjoyed the sport. I wanted my own like character that no one else has ever done.
Because you were the one that kicked it all off. I've been developing the whole story, everything, the behind the scenes stuff that actually creates the character. But you were the one that created it by, and that's JJ, or Jojo back there. He's one of the new additions to Fam Jammers. We will soon talk about all that, but Jalen actually started creating the suit himself. He started drawing like the colors. The original colors of the suit were green and orange, and it kind of evolved into green and gray, but he actually created the first suit, and we'll toss that on screen if we can find it, which I don't know if it's still around somewhere. But that's how it started. What made you even think about like a superhero, or were you into like the whole Marvel scene?
Yeah, I think the Marvel scene definitely influenced me. I think I've always wanted to be one of those characters, or just have my own character. My favorite character, I say Spider-Man. Love how like he's very ground leveled, and he's not always fighting the big guys, but he has his own thing, and he's taking care of his own people. That could kind of resonate with the story that we're going with.
Your whole thing was Spider-Man taking care of his people. So like you wanted to take care of your people. In turn, with that, create a character that allowed you to do such a thing.
Allowed and influenced, yeah.
What has happened since 2017 till 2025 that we haven't launched this film, but we launched another film that we completely made up in like a month, put it out on Prime Video. It wasn't the best film, so don't judge me for that film. That's not how Bat Boy's gonna look. But what happened in your mind that has caused a pause or such a long time frame for everything to kick off?
A lot of processing and planning, trying to understand who this character is. When I first created it, it was kind of just like this kid who loved baseball, and he got this magical bat that gave him superpowers.
Wait, we're giving a lot of information. Hold on. There's been a lot of development, not only character development, but I think even us as a family, as a creative family, an artistic family, because if you guys didn't know already, Jalen has dropped like 3 different songs, and he has like a plethora of like songs that are about to release sometime. Hint, hint. Jalen has been just developing his musical aspect, but Jalen's been developing that part, putting out songs like Yahweh, Messiah, Out the Tomb, really just developing our artistic side. We moved out here to Georgia in 2021 when we launched I'ma Make You Famous film, and we've just been building a business. I've been doing a whole bunch of client work, real estate, one of the largest entertainment here at Georgia National Fairgrounds, really honing in on my craft. And I'm a lot more knowledgeable in that aspect. I did work with Sony Music, and I did music videos for them, but I'm very close to where I want to be, But I've also figured out that although I love being behind the camera, I want to direct more so. I don't want to necessarily film this movie. I think I want to direct how it goes, how it plays out. We have characters in here that have been on movies that I'm even honored to say that I am friends with. One of the main papers or one of the main characters in the film, he's actually been on Avatar. I don't know if it's all of the Avatars, but he's been on, I know for sure, Avatar 2 and 3 if I'm not mistaken, Fast and the Furious, Walking Dead, stunt doubling for Dwayne Johnson. He actually got our first film to be watched by Dwayne Johnson. I don't know how long he watched or, you know, what he thought about it, but just the fact that he watched it goes to show that there's nothing impossible when you just get yourself out there and work hard. That's what we've been doing. We paused on YouTube just because there was so much that we needed to take care of as a family, coming back to Christ and really honing in on that part, because I feel like me personally, I wasn't playing the part how I needed to. I wasn't looking for direction. We've developed and just grown in all aspects. As you can see, Jay is not even the kid that he used to be. I feel like now he'll have a lot more maturity to be able to play into this character, teenager who really knows where he's going in life and what he wants out of life, friends, what he stands for. But you, Jay, how do you feel? Do you feel like you're a lot more prepared now to do the film?
In a sense, I do. Because, I mean, this character was created when I was like a child. I think I can add more to it now as opposed to just some kid story, but it's now a thing that a lot of people can relate to.
Right. So what has been something that you feel has changed in order to make you more suitable for this character? I know you said, you know, growing up and, you know, you're a teen now, but what do you feel has changed within you?
I think I have more of a purpose now. There's more responsibility putting out a character like this in the world, showing what it can offer to people, as opposed to just, oh, there's just this character that this kid made. Give something to people. There's a relatability to it.
I don't think that there's more purpose now. I think you've just enlightened yourself to understanding the purpose a little bit better, but the purpose I think has always been the same. I think there was just a development process that needed to take place in order for you to feel what you feel now. But I think that purpose has always been there. Like David being called to be king, and he wasn't ready for it when he was anointed for it. So there was a process that needed to take place. David needed to learn how to take care of his father's sheep prior to that, but he was a kid. When Samuel went to go find him, like, his father was like, you don't want him. Like, he's just a kid. He's not ready. He's not tall. He's not this. He's not that. And there was a lot of qualifications that everyone else would have shrugged him off and said, you know, he's not ready for that. But God saw something completely different, and he created a purpose in him even when he was a young child. So I understand what you're saying as far as understanding your purpose a little bit more now, but the purpose was always there. It was just a matter of that development. How do you feel about the character development? Because I know personally, I might be reaching here, right? Like, I might be like biting off a little bit more than I can chew, because I am creating such a character and such scenes in this film. Like, if I had $100 million budget to film this film, and I don't know how it's gonna happen. With today's advancement in technology, we might be able to pull it off. We might have to YouTube a lot of stuff and figure some things out, but I'm really gonna try my hardest to make this $100 million budget film and film it with next to nothing as far as the budget goes. This new superhero is emerging. I feel like the character within itself, it just has me in awe, because I've always been a very creative person, right? And I don't mean to toot my own horn or brag about me being creative, because I've ventured into so many different aspects, whether it be music, film. I just feel like there has been so much going into this film. Like, I haven't limited myself into what I want to put into this film. Like, I haven't been thinking, oh man, it's gonna cost, you know, so much money to put these VFX together or the score of the film. Like, I just wrote to someone who's been doing a lot of film score in the industry with a well-known portfolio. This gentleman has done film score for The Office, a plethora of things, and I reached out to him and he's like, for only 30 minutes it's gonna be $9,000. I was like, okay, let's do it. I'm not limiting myself with the creative aspect of it. I'm not saying, oh, you know, we're not going to do that scene, or I'm not going to write that into the script because there's no way for us to be able to pull that off. No, I've just dove right into it, and it's, yeah, giving it my all, like not worried about if I have the budget for it or not. How do you feel? Do you think that your dad is a little cuckoo and that he might be writing a script that he might not be able to pull off? Or do you also have the same faith that I have and you think we're gonna do this and we're gonna figure it out?
Yeah, I definitely have the faith for it. I mean, I haven't read the entire script. I'll kind of get a little shock when I start filming or read the script in its entirety. But I mean, the character development so far and the things that I've seen, I personally enjoy it. I've gave him some of my inputs on it, how I want the character to be, how I want the story to go, and I think we could pull it off.
Projection wise, to begin filming, we're looking at 2026 maybe, because I know that a lot of things are gonna have to happen before that actually happens or we begin filming. I gotta finish the script. I've been pushing harder than ever before. I've been trying to write at least 5 pages every single day, and if that's the case, I project that maybe December the script should be done. And then on top of that, casting, location scouting, budgets. So there's a lot that's gonna go into it. We're gonna probably have to CGI, or because we don't have the budget to build sets right now. Like I don't think that's gonna be a possibility. The film is gonna be very VFX intense. It's a big project. It's not a small project, and I know I'm going from filming I'm Gonna Make You Famous, and I think it was only $15,000 budget for that film. There wasn't any VFX. There was nothing complex about that film, and I did filming, I did audio, and sometimes I would get help from even the cast that was there. Even the casting alone, the casting was people that wanted to be a part of the film. It was very easy. That only took about a month, maybe 2 months to put together, film, edit, write, everything. But this film, I'm not sure how long it's gonna take, and I'm gonna need so much help. We're projecting to probably start filming in 2026. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it. You wanna say anything?
Give us some prayers.
Keep us in your prayers, guys, because we have been working tremendously hard behind the scenes to build a business. Jay launches music career. There's no one coming to make your dream and your vision a reality. You just gotta get out there and do it. So if we go train or to meet up with the trainer, if we talk to one of the cast members, we're gonna share that with you guys. So stick around, and also if you want to hear some new music of Jay, definitely stick around. We pray that you guys are doing great right now, that God brings love, mercy, grace, salvation, and direction to you, each and every one's life.
Pray that God guides us, and that His love and His grace may be with you.
Amen. Love you guys. Peace.